Hi, I'm Gamer Tyler. This stream, I'm going to be finishing off reading Archie Milestone Issue 12 and reading some more of Magical Boy. Anyway, you probably noticed I now have a new camera setup. Anyway, the camera setup is expendable tripod by it's created by Bytech. They are the art of technology. Anyway, you probably noticed that there's some new things that have been put into this channel right now. I like this. I got this new tripod from, what was it? Five and Below, which I have a video on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can check that out. If you're on Twitch, please be sure to follow me. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. This stream or video is sponsored by my merch store. Get shirts, mugs, hoodies, phone cases, and so much more. My Patreon page, Anime Tire Tunes. Support starting at just $1 a month. Plus, I do a giveaway at the end of the year. I need 500 plus supporters on there. I'll be giving away $10 gift card to one lucky supporter. My PayPal donations. Send as much as you want. My gifting site, Throne. I have a wish list set up. If there's an item you think I'll enjoy and it's not available, send a request. Now for my partnership with Dubby Energy Drinks. There's zero sugar, zero crash, available in great flavors. I get commission sales whenever you buy using my code. Plus, my code gets you 10% off. Try some today. Now onto the streamer video. Subscribe and follow for more. Archie in with friends like these. Here comes good old Archie Andrews. He sure has a lot of friends here at Riverdale High. People like Jughead Jones. A well, trustworthy fellow. Someone you can depend on, though, through thick and thin. Except when you wave the price of a double cheeseburger in his face. When, unfortunately, you can bridge him to do just about anything. Munch Trump. And it's not like this charming fellow hasn't tried. Poor Jughead. Always thinking about his burgers. This is Reggie Mantle, another friend of Archie. When he's not pulling every practical joke in the book on Archie, or stealing one of Archie's best girls, which is most of the time. Too bad old Archie has some bad friends. And who's the girl Reggie steals most of the time? Why, it's rich, beautiful Veronica Lodge. She's supposed to be Archie's best girlfriend, when she isn't dumping him for someone better. But who's there to comfort our hero when Veronica abandons him yet again? That's right, it's bouncy, beautiful, blonde Betty Cooper, who's devoted to him. So, demonstrating in fact that sometimes he finds it difficult to move or breathe. In freeing himself from the clutches of Betty, he runs into the arms of Midge. Not willingly, of course, only the full-heartedly risk Midge embraces. Archie may count Midge as one of his circle of friends, but it's often from a distance. Assisted quite handily by the ham-sized fist of Midge's boyfriend, Moose. Moose is a good friend to have when Archie's in trouble. Growl, stomp, stomp. Unless, naturally, Archie's on the receiving end of the trouble. That's where Delta Dolly, mutual friend of Archie and Moose, comes in. Using his powerful gift of winged winklets, this Dalton can be counted on to distract Moose on Archie can escape. He's doing like some math problem. That looks like gibberish to me. As payment, Archie is sometimes pressed into service on Dalton's science projects, often with spectacular results. Boom! Last but not least, there's Archie's good buddy Chuck. Being a cartoonist, Chuck has a way of memorable look at life. When he sometimes uses it to get Archie in trouble without half trying. It must be wonderful to be as popular as Archie Andrews, as he's always found saying, "My friends like these, with friends like these, who needs enemies?" Jughead in self-image. Archie, I look in the mirror and, unlike Reggie, I don't see what I see. What's with the sudden self-searching? Betty has this knack for helping others. You have the greatest positive attitude towards life. And what do I have? I'll tell you what I have. The knack of being able to rest between naps and the ability to devour an endless supply of burgers. I'm a big disappointment to my dad as well. I'm the only one in my family who's never earned his letter in sports. But my dog earned a school letter as team mascot. Big deal. Pets don't count. Speaking of hot dog, he regards me as his permanent rival for the family couch. You're selling yourself short, pal. In my view, you belong on a pedestal. How so? For one thing, you have this knack for putting obnoxious types in their place. Do you remember when Reg was dissing us at the bowling alley? You clowns would never even come close to my performance. You proceeded to psych him out and put an end to all his bragging. It's simple, amazing the way Reggie can shut out all the distractions in this alley. What distractions? The bad lighting, the loud music, all the pretty girls passing by, the lighting, listening, the loud music, and where are all those pretty girls? Where's that gutter ball? 3 more gutter balls. Can't somebody do something about the lighting, the music? And I'll never forget that the time Moose was all set to knock me into the next week, but you came to my rescue. I did. Moose, you're just the guy I wanted to see. How many touchdowns did you score against Central last season? 3. Football is the one area where my my 50-50 memory never fails me. What was the final score? I think it was 35-7 in our favor. No, wait, it was 38-7. Yeah, that was the score. Now, what about we argue about I forget. Archie, whatever you did to make me mad, don't do it again. But it's not. It's with my love life that you really come to my rescue. You made me realize how I neglected Betty for all the other girls. I definitely would have lost Betty to Adam if it hadn't been for you. Now you know why I put you on a pal for Smith Jones on a pedestal. Gee, Archie, when you put it that way, I guess there is some hope for me. I've regained my self-respect. I feel like celebrating. The usual double burger for you? No, Pop. The new junket is off burgers, at least for now. A couple of franks and fries for me, and whatever my pals want, plus sodas or malts for everybody. Just put it on my tab, Pop. Sorry, you've maxed out on your tab. My tab is maxed out. Oh, don't mind picking up my check, do you, Archie? No, not at all. In the future, I have to be more careful about belittling myself. Gulp, and I have to be more careful about whom I put on a pedestal. Archie's tapped out now. Betty and Veronica in Friendship Wrecked. Do you know what, Ron? That's what we have. That's what we have. A perfect friendship. I know we have a perfect friendship, but are you sure it's perfect? Absolutely. I recently read that book, and we've already completed all the steps. Really, like what? Simple one is to find someone who likes the things you like. Well, I like ice cream, and you like ice cream. So would you like to get some ice cream? It'll be my treat. Sure thing. Sure, thanks. I'll pay for lunch later. I'll have better pecan, please. Well enough for me. See, you just demonstrated step 2, 3, and 4. I did how? You asked me if I wanted ice cream, which means you respect my opinion. That's step 2. You then paid for the ice cream, which demonstrated step 3, generosity. And you offered to pay for lunch, so we're both generous. Haha, true, but be careful what you order later. I have a limited lunch budget. Don't worry, I will. Now that's being understanding. It's also step 5. How can we be completely compatible if we order different flavors of ice cream? And what happened to step 4? Step 4 is getting along even when you disagree on certain things. That explains the flavor ice choices. Oh my gosh, Betty, look. Holy smoke, there's no disagreement here. We both love shoes. So what are we waiting for? That style is totally adorable. I think it would look better in red. Come on, let's go inside. I agree, red would be nicer. We'd like to see that shoe in red and a size 6. My friend and I wear the same size. Yes, ma'am. Soon. Those red shoes look wonderful on you, Ron. Thanks, Betty, but they looked even better on you than when you tried them on. Well, we'll take 2 pairs in this size and color, please. I'm sorry, ladies, that's the only pair in that size we have left. We'll take them. You take them, Betty. You try them on first. Gee, thanks, Ron. You can borrow them anytime you want. Sharing is step 6 of creating a perfect friendship. Minutes later. Say, Betty, what is the 7th step in creating a perfect friendship? It's just being happy about having to share things with a friend. Huh? Hey, Ron. Hi, Betty. Wait up. You know what, Betty? You have to have an exceptional friendship, but it's not perfect. I know. I now tend to agree with you, Ron. What a nice surprise bumping into you two. Some things we have to share, but we're not always happy about it. That's for sure. Do you girls mind if I join you? I hope that 3 won't be a crowd. And that's the problem, Archie. They have to share you, and they don't like sharing you. Alright, so the last thing, that's actually the end of the comic book, but there's a special preview. Betty and Veronica, The Bond of Friendship, which I've never read this one. Which I might read this one later on. Probably if I get Comicology Unlimited again. Space Cowgirls. After fulfilling internship, NASA welcomes its new recruits. While unbeknownst to the others, Veronica works tirelessly for NASA's PR and telecommunications division. Now that's a headline-worthy photo. This will look great on the gram. Veronica, what are you doing here? What? I told you I like stars. But let's not wait any longer. It's time to send you into space. I can't believe this day has finally come. Cooper, don't get too excited. We're about to we got a long trip ahead of us. I hope Veronica gets to the station before it begins. I told her go. I'd do our special hand signal as we take off. I'm sure she'll get there in time. Probably just wanted to make a grand entrance. You know, it's kind of dumb, but as much as this isn't really Veronica's scene, I always imagined her being here with me on this day. We just have to be personal, a few safety checks, and we're ready to roll. Rock and roll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, bam, bam. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Vroom. Veronica? Is everything okay? Yes, it's fine. We just had an unexpected surprise. Veronica. We can't be here. She can't be here. She hasn't been trained. We're streaming now, so everyone can see her. I'm on camera now. Okay, I'm wondering what's going on with that one. That sounds really interesting to check out when I can. But we are officially finished with Archie Milestone issue 12. Tomorrow stream I will be reading issue 13 of Archie Milestone. What's something interesting is that Archie Milestone issue 12, I actually got that comic book from my box, from his box I got from Archie Comic Books. I got ordered like this huge box from them. And anyway, issue 13 on the other hand, I just recently picked up that comic book from my comic book shop. And I was like, wait. I was like thinking, this is issue 13 of it. This is that's so funny. Alright. So before we read this, a bit of a disclaimer. Content advisory. This graphic novel contains instances of dead naming, homophobia, transphobia, misgenderization, and forced gender expression that may be disturbing to some. If you don't want to continue listening to me reading, please be sure to stop watching if you want to. Alright, let's get to reading this. It's going to be a big one. Tip, 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 tap, 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 tap. I got you now. Thump. Scree, scree, scree. Thud. Where did you go, you little poke? Ah! Whoa, it's me, Max. Oh, sorry, I thought you were a bug. Well, your parents must have really messed you up. So let me get this straight. Your mom is against you being trans because you come from a bloodline of some female deity that needs to fight monsters. I don't know, that sounds kind of cool. What? She's insane, Jen. It was from the stupid book she always read to me as a kid. Even so, I have to say, it kind of makes sense why you can see light around people. It's your superpower. You're halfway to becoming magical girl. No way, I won't be caught dead wearing some ridiculous frilly costume. And seeing white doesn't go do jack. I can't fight with that. Even if this is some kind of destiny crap, it shouldn't matter what gender I am. I can still fight either way. Ugh, why can I have been born a boy? God doesn't make mistakes. But he made you. I am not a mistake. Unlike you two, who are clearly the devil's work opening committee for committing your sins. Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourselves. No one wants to see your gay romance. I didn't know coming here with a friend for drinks and ice cream was gay. Does that mean you're here for a threesome with Piper? How dare you? Stop trying to make everyone gay like you. Everyone knows you two are dating. This isn't good. Ha 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 ha. Yes, keep fighting. You. Hiss. Ah! Spider. Ah! Tick, tick, tick. Max, wait up. Ah! Damn. I lost it again. You saw it, right, Jen? The spider, not really. I didn't get a good look at it. Hey, what? I wasn't done with you. Seriously, what's her? I'm not a mistake. There's nothing wrong with me. Is it me, or is there a giant bug-like thing on her back? It got bigger. I'm following the Bible like a good girl, keeping the devil at bay. But why do I have to suffer? Why do you get to be happy? It's not fair. Thud. Ha 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 ha. Pathetic human, so full of self-hatred and sadness. At this rate, I'll fly through the ranks and be unstoppable. Kwam! That's for messing with me earlier. Nice one, Max. How's Piper? She's still breathing, but is faint. What did that thing do to her? I'm not sure, but it looked like it was eating her light. What? For real? You will pay for that. Whoosh. Hiss. Whoosh. Whoa. Ack. Ugh, gross. No, you don't. Wham. Yay, Max. Beat that thing to a pulp. Wham, whack, whack, whack. You're so lucky we're saving your ass. I don't think this is working. Its skin is too tough. Guess we should have run, huh? I'll destroy you. Whack. Don't you go dying now. I got this. Max. Patoot. You little. Now. Slash. Walnut. Thunk. Don't tell me you're secretly my animal sidekick. I'm more like your guardian. Son of a. You will pay. You need to use the amulet now. No. Stomp, stomp, stomp. What do you mean, no? I'm not turning into some magical girl. Magical girl? Please, you will be transforming into a goddess. That's not better. That's not any better. And I'll be clipping your claws after this. Swash. Bam. Die. Bing. What is this? In the beginning, long, long ago, there lived the goddess, Aurora. She embodied the power of light. It was she who shined light on the planet against the dark deity, the void. He who plunged the lands with darkness for many centuries. With Aurora's light of hope and compassion, all living creatures were able to flourish with overwhelming life force. But at the same time, that energy, when tainted, became a darkened life force. That gave the void strength. Tired of living in the shadows, he began to regain a region of terror among the people with his monstrous creatures, creating incredible amounts of fear, anger, and greed among them. The light within these beings quickly faded into a dark, dense, massive energy, and after consuming it, the void became unstoppable. Aurora knew she had to do something before it was too late. With the help of her trusty guardian, they dove into battle. bursting light. They imprisoned the void in another realm and hoped that he would never return. But in doing so, Aurora sacrificed her very being to withhold the seal. And now it's up to us. The descendants of Aurora, the light, the goddess of light, to help keep the seal closed. Hikari, you shouldn't get too riled up. You'll put too much strain on the baby. It's fine. She is strong like me. Do you agree? Meow. Oh, and I came up with a name. Oh? After the goddess of love, growth and light. Her very name means to light darkness against the dark, against the darkness. At least according to sources online. And Owen, didn't you say you liked my last name? Was it referring to some other goddess of light? You didn't just remember me for the name of me, did you? What? Don't be silly. Cough. What was that? Nothing. I'm just kidding. Anyways, with all the jokes aside, what if our baby is a boy? Don't be ridiculous. The fate of the world depends on it. You know from the book that my family comes from a long line of only women. Sorry I asked. Alright. Okay, that would take me a lot longer to read. But we read seriously 70 pages of comic book. I think we did a pretty good job. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let's see. Please be sure to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and follow if you're watching on Twitch. I want to try and get both channels verified and start earning money. Anyway, please be sure to support me on my Patreon page, Anime Cartoons. If I can get 500 supporters on there by November 30th, 2023, I'll be giving away a $10 Amazon gift card to one lucky supporter. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye.